Good evening to everyone who are present here in the YouTube link. I welcome each and every participant to the second day of our 7 days international webinar on women empowerment through sensitization. This webinar is organized by the Center for Women Empowerment and Women Studies of Manonmaniam Sundaranar University in collaboration with International Commercial and Cultural Development Forum, which has got its establishment in India, Singapore, and USA. The resource person for today's section is Madam Veda, who is an Executive Director, Sriram Global Trade Private Limited, Singapore. I am very happy to introduce herself as an alumni of our Manonmaniam Sundaranar University. She was the student of the first batch of our Manonmaniam Sundaranar University Commerce Department. And though she was educated here, she had several troubles in establishing herself at Singapore. And now she is a successful proprietor in Singapore. And I have requested her to share her life experience, how she went to Singapore and what are the struggles she faced to establish herself at Singapore. And now she is a successful leader there. And her life experience really will be a motivation and inspiration for all of us. On behalf of the Manonmaniam Sundaranar University and on my own behalf, I welcome you, ma'am, to this webinar on women empowerment. I hand over the section to the resource person.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Madam Revati, Commerce Department of MS University, for having given me the opportunity to be on this e-platform to share my experience and thoughts on our topic, women empowerment. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Veda Iyer. I born and brought up from a small town, our town, Tirunelveli. Like you all, I am also a proud native of Tamravarni soil, which contributed a lot of freedom fighters to the country. The place where you lived is also an important factor of a character formation of a person. The environment where we brought up shapes our thought process and build our confidence level. In my childhood days, I sat on the lap of my grandparents and hearing the stories of the great warriors of the freedom fighters from our hometown, which gave me a lot of inspiration and the guts to face any obstacles in the life. My school days starts in my hometown, Tirunelveli town itself, and till 12th standard, I studied in Tamil medium. From there, I straight go to the college, which was a wonderland for me because until 12th standard, I learned in Tamil medium, and it was a shock for me to learn, walk, sit, breathe, everything in English in college. I never had the advantage of the kids who are growing up in an urbanized and well-informed society. While I agree, these type of sufferings are very common among men also, but women in India, especially those days, when I was a child, has to confront with totally different problems too, like being seen as a financial liability in some families from the time they were born because of the dowry issues and other challenges, etc. Normally, male children used to get preference from parents to study and to play sports, while female children were primarily meant for household work, taking care of siblings, etc. I'm talking about the situation when I was a student, not now. But actually, I was very blessed with my faculties who trained me amazingly. With their support, I easily break the obstacles, whatever I have faced in college. From transforming from Tamil medium to English medium. Literally, I have faced a lot of challenges. Only with the help of my faculties, I managed to overcome that. I take this opportunity to thank and appreciate each and every teachers, trainers, in Manonmaniam Sundaranar University who have contributed a lot to create the fruitful generations. I was so lucky to be the first batch of Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, our university. After completion of graduation in commerce, I settled down to my marriage life in Tenkasi. You all know very well. We were having a very happy married life, but I was stuck with my career ambition and the chances of finding employment was next to nothing. You know about the job opportunities available at present in Tirunelveli district, but just imagine how it was in the year of 94 that time and all. But I was keep on trying for my job opportunities. By God's grace, finally I got an interview from a company who were having their principals in Singapore. I was both very apprehensive and excited about the interview, but I went ahead and gave my best shot and got selected. That has been the unexpected twist in my path of career. That job gave me a golden opportunity to develop my writing skills as well as administrative capabilities. I got frequent chances to liaise with overseas associates. Through that, I have improvised my skills. I mean, even my spoken skills. So, while liaising with the overseas partners, officers, especially the Singapore office, it gave the wings to my dreams. My sincere efforts were noticed by the top management, and the efforts converted to get me an opportunity for me to fly to Singapore. As all of you knows, Singapore is a country which is with trained workforce and disciplined citizens. The tiles were so smooth for me to walk into the country where there is no place for mediocre work. I joined in one of the biggest Australian company based in Singapore. I was the first overseas recruit and I have to compete with local staffs who were very well experienced. Coming from a small town, I personally had to face a lot of challenges, especially during initial part of my career. It was not an easy journey, like lack of exposure to the modern day technologies. We were not used to those things because we doesn't have that much of a opportunity to learn in the town, which whatever the city people they are having, we lack to certain extent from the rural side. In that way, I literally got struggled. And further, I struggled to be more sociable in a heavily urbanized society like Singapore because of the cultural differences of my hometown and this cosmopolitan place. I still think of those lonely nights that I spent in a very small room filled with fear and anxiety, as I never had an idea of what it takes to live alone in this cosmopolitan city. Furthermore, my verbal skills were found wanting because I was not able to liaise with this urban crowd. Though I do have my writing skill, I'm very good in writing, but still, you should be able to communicate with people properly. I was lacking that skill of verbal communication. Simply, I can say I don't know how to carry myself those days when I initially come down to Singapore. But I took all these hurdles as a challenge and sincerely worked on my shortcomings. And I ensure that the management, those given me an opportunity, should be happy with their decision of my appointment. I really put my effort to prove myself and improvise myself. Every day I take an opportunity to I learn something. Literally, I put on my effort to learn everything. From the organization, I got the Best Employee Award consequently for many years And later I got my permanent resident status in Singapore, which is as valuable as a green card holder. And I would say that it led me to buy my first home in Singapore. The initial tough years made me what I am today. Yes, those toughest phase of my life made me who I am today. After a long journey of uninterrupted service of 16 years with the same company, which gave me a confidence to be on a leadership of another organization, and today I am serving as an executive director of Shriram Global Trade Private Limited, Singapore. When I look back, I thank God for providing me such a challenging livelihood from my young age, as that's what gave me the hunger to succeed, mental strength, resolve, and perseverance brought me to the position where I am now. More importantly, my challenging childhood days still helping me to connect and relate with other women's problem easily than anyone else today. Today, I'm not only proud of my successful career, but also for the fact that I'm able to empower similar women like me in whatever way I can to make them successful in their careers as well as in their lives. In that aspect, I'm here today to present a speech about women empowerment. यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता यद्यायस्तु न पूज्यन्ते सर्वा तत्र बलाक्रिया. It is a famous sloka taken from Manusmriti, which means where women are honored and respected, divinity blossoms there, and where women are dishonored, all actions, no matter how noble, remain unfruitful. A woman, being a good daughter, a good sister, a good wife, and a good mother, had always played a multiple roles efficiently. And in this era, she successfully plays a role of a working woman. Today, women work in almost every field, be in technology, science, research, or in teaching, arts, literature, business, defense, even in politics. She's a leader everywhere. This is today's progressive woman with excellence. Women are the epitome of wealth and power. Women play an important role in society, and the whole family is dependent on women on its daily activities. They play the role of mother, wife, homemaker, cook, teacher, friend, nurse, and all at the same time while catering to everybody's needs as well. Women who are in a job have also to fulfill the job responsibility while managing home and family. I mean, they have to balance very well their official and personal life. There are a lot of women who are extremely talented and multitasker but have no recognition in the society. Still, though people are talk about woman empowerment, woman this thing, that thing, still I know there are so many people, they are really, really talented, were not being provided opportunities or not really make use of the opportunities whatever they have got. Can say either way. Later, there are a lot of parameters stop them in taking their own decisions and other things. If we wish to see a nation that develops economically on the global front, then it is important to achieve woman empowerment. The actual woman empowerment will come by making the woman economically independent. The growth of a child in a family is very much dependent on a mother. A good, cultured, and educated mother is the best teacher, and as home is the primary school of education. We pick up most of the characteristics from home. So again here, woman plays a key role in the development of a child, and family is a big contributor to the development of the social infrastructure. Children cultivate good habits from the learning in the family and the environment. What is empowerment? What do you call as empowerment? Is it sending girls to school and to college? Is it girls going to office jobs? Is it women sending in the corporate ladder or heading them? What is empowerment? Is it girls choosing their life partner themselves, overriding the parents? We have to ask what is really the empowerment. Many such notations are construed as being determinant of empowerment. They all may well be true to some extent. If education is a determinant, then all those who went to school are to be considered empowered. Is it so? I don't think so. Maybe to some extent only. But by the same token, all the working women, be in corporate world or other fields, including those are in farm jobs, and all those who found in their own suitor must be considered to have come on board. In fact, it starts much before at home. How a parent raises their son and daughter in their formative age has a lot to do with what they become later in their life. Actually, it is the encouragement they received, the confidence building initiatives by giving them small tasks or challenges to deal with themselves, helping them to recognize the right from the wrong. I mean, what belongs and what doesn't. How both the gender can complement each other in accomplishing things. All these efforts will make them knowledgeable and assured, besides being sensitive and responsible. Actually, this is the foundation that will shape how they grow up to be accepting versus dismissive or trusting versus skeptical. This will help them to take the decisions on their own when it is needed. Only with the foundation, and one can reasonably be expected to know what one is capable of shouldering. Yes, shouldering. Because every stand we take on every position we hold has its inherent built in responsibilities. Instead of expecting others to grant the boon, we equip ourselves to earn it. Why we need of women empowerment? What is the need of women empowerment? Is it really needed? Actually, women are worshipped as goddess in India, but not given her true positions. The main problems faced by women in the past and present is gender discrimination, women education, female infanticide, dowry, marriage within their blood relation because of various reasons. Even though they know about the medical factors, still marriage within the blood relation are happening in our country, especially in our place, and all educated, uneducated, everybody going for that. Nobody can stop it. Though they know the fact, still it is going atrocities on women. Irrespective of their age, they have been raped, kicked, killed, abused, and humiliated almost daily. We are getting one or other article every day in the newspapers without fail. Normally, in our society, the male child is perceived as an asset, a dowry earner for a greedy middle class family, and as a simple matter of pride for the mother. Indian culture gives women the utmost respect. Many of our gods are female and they have been worshipped as a deity by many faithful people. The goddess of wealth is Lakshmi, the goddess of power and strength is Durga, and the goddess of wisdom is Saraswati. But in reality, women are not given their true position. it is true. Women are not given their true position. Many atrocities against women continue to happen in broad day. Women, especially in rural areas, continue to suffer because of lack of education, gender prejudice, social barriers, poverty, and ignorance. It needs to change the way society think about women. Women shouldn't be given full opportunity and it is their right. Women also need to change their outlook that they are not so strong, anyone can deceive them or use them. Instead, they have to feel that they have the same power like men and can do equally or even better than men. They should have the self confidence. They should carry themselves with confidence level. They can also be physically powerful by learning yoga, combative techniques, kung fu, karate, and so on as their security measures. Women empowerment is the fundamental instrument for propelling development in the nation. It likewise would help in diminishing poverty by improving health and efficiency inside families and society, just as giving a better opportunity to the people of the next generation. There are numerous social issues making women backward in India, for example, gender based crimes, reproductive health issues, financial issues, harmful conventional practices, and other inescapable type of inequality. There are many numerous private and government organizations and associations supporting women empowerment by policy making, promoting gender sensitive data collections, improving their health awareness, extending independence in their life, regardless of such backings and human rights. Women are as yet dependent, poor, unhealthy, and uneducated. We have to think the explanations for all these things and tackle all the issues urgently. Right to empower. Actually, men and women are unique in their own way. Both are capable of many things in common, also some distinctly on their own because of what they are. The woman empowerment also means when the society will also accept women as a decision makers for the economic and financial decisions of the family. We shall encourage women from all the sections of society to make their own decisions. They need not to make they need not to take permission from men. In general, though women taking decision most of the time they are not taking their own decisions. Still they need to get approval in a lot of places. The countries should act to empower women and should take steps to eliminate inequalities between men and women by what they can do by establishing mechanism for women's equal participation and equitable representation at all levels of political process and public life in each community and society and enabling women to articulate their concerns and needs. Promoting fulfillment of women's potential through education, skill development, and employment, giving paramount importance to the elimination of poverty, illiteracy, and ill health among women. Eliminating all practices that discriminate against women, assisting women to establish and realize their rights, including those that relate to reproductive and sexual health. Adopting appropriate measures to improve women's ability to earn income beyond their traditional occupations, achieve economic self-reliance, and ensure women's equal access to the labor market and social security system. Eliminating violence against women, eliminating discriminatory practices by employers against women, such as those based on health issues like pregnancy status, etc. So definitely the countries should act to empower women. They should take the steps to bring the inequalities. It is their responsibility to empower the women, not the individuals. The society has to influence the countries. They themselves have to take the various measures according to their own policy. Motivation. I thought of sharing few key points which can be a positive trigger for women empowerment. Economic necessity, independence, education and qualification, family occupation, mainly successful stories of friends and relatives. This will definitely help them to get motivated when they heard about the successful stories. I mean, I would like to tell everybody, I mean, not to read any negative news in the newspapers. Of course, there will be everything. When we used to say in Tamil, கனியிருப்ப காய் கவர்ந்தற்று இனிய உளவாக இன்னாத கூறல் கனியிருப்ப காய் கவர்ந்தற்று, we used to say, right? I means when you have there are fruits and vegetables available to eat, means raw fruits, what you will choose? You will choose the fruit to eat. Nobody will choose the raw uncooked vegetables to eat. So in the same way, when you start read the news and everything, articles, other things, try to read only the positive news and articles. We do not want to know what are all the negative things happened in the society. Literally do not know. That is one of the way you can make yourself powerful. You can make yourself positive. Just proceed to read only the successful stories. Please do that. I would like to request all of you. Just read only the positive news only. Negative news we do not want. Slowly it will become a slow poison and will give impact to your own life. So try to avoid that. You can avoid that. You can first read the news and whatever is needed only you can able to go through. This will definitely help to bring a lot of positivity in your life. There are various ways to empower women. I feel how you can empower a woman. What are all the things you can do? I mean, being socially responsible citizens, how you can empower a woman? You can support them to become business leaders. You can support them to get quality education and a viable career. You can support them to grow more mentally and psychologically. You can support them to overcome the daily harassments and crimes that are being forced on them. Empowerment is probably the total of the following or similar capabilities. That's what I feel. Decision making, the power to take decision on their own. Actually, the woman should give the power to take decision on their own. Access to information and resources to take practical and responsible decisions. Having a range of options and the choices of their own. Assertiveness in collective decision making. Positive thinking that contributes to make effective changes. Ability to learn skills with high precision. Ability to change others' perceptions by democratic means. Involving in overall process of growth and changes that are never ending and self-initiated. Increasing one's positive self-image and overcoming stigma. The ability to make all the stereotypes and the preconceived notions that have been forced upon them. Actually, during my college days, we all never get this kind of opportunities to listen and interact with the guests, those who are all giving lectures and this kind of e-platforms and all. Maybe we can say thanks to COVID-19 to provide e-platforms to everyone. They can able to provide the speech and whatever they want to do from the place where they are. I'll be more happy to address your queries. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Even questions in Tamil also encouraged. I'll be happy to answer the questions which are asked in Tamil.
Yes,
Waiting,
ma'am.
yeah,
Uh,
waiting for.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful address.
Thank you so
You have shared your practical experience as to how you overcame all your obstacles and hurdles and have succeeded in your career at Singapore. And one second, ma'am. They have been asking for the feedback link of yesterday, and I
Okay,
am activating it. Feedback link of yesterday has been posted, and those who have not submitted the feedback link of yesterday, feedback forms of yesterday, kindly submit it. I have activated it. Feedback link of yesterday is posted now. Those who have not submitted the feedback forms of yesterday, kindly submit it immediately because I have to post the feedback link of today and activate it. And I have to thank her for having spared her time with us. And she is here now with us to clarify any queries put forth in the chat box.
thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
yes, ma'am. Ah, there is one question from Professor Chowdhury. He has
Okay.
asked, Madam, don't you think that marriage should be a low key affair and dowry should be discouraged strongly so that apathy towards girl child would be reduced to a large extent? It is obvious dowry has to be discouraged.
Yes, correct. Dowry
Ah,
has to be encouraged, but it should come from the mindset. They should value the person for whom they are. Actually, speaking, if you got married to a girl who is well educated and I mean, if she can able to work a career woman and other thing, she can earn a lot for you. I mean, she can be a very good supportive for you forever. So, according to me, definitely the dowry system should be avoided. That everyone should start from their own. First of all, the girl's parents, they should say that we will not give dowry. Even though sometimes the boys, they do not want dowry. Uh, Nowadays, I mean, if they are encouraging, no, no, we are giving for our child means it is whose mistake? Actually, it should come within themselves. Everybody, I mean, they have to, uh, I mean, the thought should come within themselves. I wanted the people to value for whom they are, not for the money. Money is not going to decide your life partner.
ma'am, in spite of it, we have been talking a lot against dowry. Still, the system prevails. That's
Mm.
why girl child is not preferred in an average family, I think so. Because the system of dowry still prevails. It cannot be totally eradicated. There is another question from Professor Bindu. Lot of
Mm.
atrocities and exploitations against women in every day in our
Yes.
society. How can we overcome these situations?
Actually, the woman, they have to be more courageous. We are responsible. Why we have to be the victim of it? We should be more courageous, like what I have mentioned. We should be equip ourselves mentally and physically. You should learn, not only going to the school and coming back and all. You should be learn the, kung fu, karate, something like that, whatever the safety measure. You should be equip yourself. And you know that, atrocities sometimes, even if it is happened, you should be bold enough to address it, so that next time it will not happen. This is what I can able to say. According to me, we have to be careful. Women have to be more careful to avoid the atrocities. They should know what is correct and what is not correct. That has to be taught to them from their home itself, which I have already addressed to you all in my previous talk. Actually, it is a way they brought up. I wish the parents, they should brought up uh, the male child also very well, so that civilized and good uh, citizens we will get. They should, they have to teach them how to, look into the girls like your sister or a friend. Why can't you treat a girl as your friend? Actually, according to me, I can say it is processing fault. I can say like that. The brought up, the way they brought up, the mindset. Why the men are dare enough to do mistakes?
Yes,
This
my
is
dear
a
participants, feedback of today is accepting responses, and those who have not submitted the feedback form of today, kindly submit it immediately. And now on behalf of the participants, ma'am, what about the job opportunities there, ma'am, at Singapore? What are the basic qualities and the qualification we require if you want a placement at Singapore?
ma'am. If you want a placement in Singapore, as of now, only
Mm.
skilled workers are entertained. I mean, right now in the pandemic situation, what to comment about it? I mean,
Apart from this pandemic situation,
mm,
during the normal situation, when
okay.
normalcy has set in, what about the skills that are being expected by the employers at Singapore?
In general, here there is a good market for the chartered accountants, especially the commerce graduates. And
Mm,
if you are into the, see, here also there are a lot of graduates and other people are there, but you need to compete with them, especially IT industry and the chartered accountants. They are have more opening, and the construction and other industry where it is, I mean, unskilled, those type of works and all. It is a normal wherever, like other countries, the similar type of a platform only available in Singapore. If you are really talented and equipped, definitely you will get the job.
what types of qualifications are required, ma'am? You have been stating that chartered accountants are more wanted at Singapore.
Chartered
Only see,
in general, with the chartered accountants are getting more priorities, because if you are just having a normal graduation and all, when you are competing with the local people, there are also a lot of graduates available. So if you have to
mm,
get the overseas opportunities, you should have more qualifications than them.
mm,
In
mm,
general,
mm.
IT industry and professionally qualified people are invited here always, and very seldom normal qualified people are getting the jobs. I'm talking
Any,
about people, the people who would like to come and work under employment pass and other thing. I'm just talking about them.
okay. But getting a green card there, what are the rules and regulations for it, ma'am?
It's here. It is called permanent residentship. To get the permanent
Okay.
residentship, first of all, you should work, get an employment pass, and work for a few years, and you should apply to the immigration through the proper channel. And if you are go through, if all the conditions has been fulfilled, will be provided a permanent residentship for 5 years.
Okay. What is the minimum number of years we are expected to work there to get the permanent residency there, ma'am?
It
What is
depends
the
on time.
minimum?
No, it is not disclosed and all. It
Mm.
depends on the criteria and point system, which is as per the country's rules and regulations.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am, for your patience in answering the queries put forth by the participants and also some of the questions put forth by me. Thank you for your patience
Thank
in
you so much.
answering all the questions, and
Thank you
thank
so
you for accepting my invitation. My thanks are due to you on my personal account and also on account of the Manonmaniam Sundaranar University. Being an alumni of our Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, we are very proud of you, ma'am. And
much.
I thank each and every participant who has been very patient and has been supporting us in all our webinars. I have put for the feedback link of today. Hope you would have all submitted your feedback forms. And please don't expect me to submit to put the feedback link of today tomorrow also, because once we close the feedback form, we'll be concentrating only in the task of today. And don't expect me to post the feedback forms of the previous days. Kindly submit the feedback forms daily. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
for.
you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
night.